Hey everyone, this is the second part of my videos that I was talking about yesterday. I did not finish recording last night because I got really busy cleaning up after dinner and I just wanted to lay down. So if you haven't seen that video, I will put the link in the information bar so that you can go and look at that video first. That was just talking about my symptoms for last week's pregnancy week and my doctor's appointment. Sorry if you can hardly understand me because I have very stuffy nose. Sometimes it's runny, sometimes it's stuffy, and that's last night. That's why I did not make the video, because my nose would not stop running, and I just cannot wait to get rid of this head cold. This is like the worst. I really hate head colds. It's just, there's no pain. It's just a head cold. It's runny, stuffy nose. I can't sleep at night because I cannot breathe, and it's so irritating. Maybe I'm just like the only person in the world who finds this like super irritating, but it's just really annoying. So, so let's talk about my ultrasound. So like I said in my last video, I had to reschedule my ultrasound appointment for the next morning because they screwed up. So I went in at 8:30 in the morning. The room was freezing, and the lady knew it. She's like, I have this heater on 85, and it's still cold in here. So she like tucked me in like a child with these towels that they use to, you know, wrap around your pants so they don't get your like the ultrasound gel all over your pants. So she was like tucking me around my arms and, you know, everywhere just to keep me warm because it was really cold. It was probably every bit of 67 degrees in that room. So it's just a 20-week scan. So they check the brain, they check the blood flow in the heart and the valves and the chambers, and check the spine to make sure there isn't, you know, anything weird there. They measure the head, they measure the baby. She's measuring a day less than my due date, so they say that I'm 9 weeks. Well, okay, let me just back up. This was yesterday. So they say I was 9 weeks 3 days yesterday, and the baby is 9 weeks 2 days, which actually I know when I ovulated, and I know that I'm 9 weeks 4 days, and I'm sticking to that, what I know, because I know when I ovulated. I was doing ovulation tests and all that crap. So she's measuring a little bit smaller than my due date, but it's only a day, so it's not a big worry. She is currently in the 46th percentile for size and everything, which Landon was roughly like the 50th percentile when he was born. He was pretty tiny. He was 6 pounds, 13 ounces, so, and he gained like a pound within a week. I mean, he was just feeding so well, and everything was just going great. He was putting all the weight on, and then right at the 2-week mark is when he got reflux, and all of a sudden his weight just kind of like stopped. So I'm hoping this time this baby doesn't have reflux. That would be a really big relief. I actually read something really interesting the other day saying that epidurals are linked to reflux in babies. So could have been a reason for Landon's. I think it was just my husband has reflux, so sorry, that was like really off topic. I was just thinking about that. And anyways, so everything looked great. Her heart looked great. They switched it to 3D, which my previous doctors, when I was living in North Carolina with Landon, they didn't have the 3D option, which surprised me that this doctor's office did, because when we moved here back to Virginia, I was already like 31 weeks when I saw this doctor for the first time, and they didn't really need to do any testing because I had all of my medical records and stuff transferred to that doctor's office. They did a couple like quick little measurements somewhere like a few weeks later, but aside from that, they didn't do any like in-depth ultrasound, if that makes sense. So it was really cool to see her in 3D again. and she just kind of had her little hand like this, so she's trying to get a picture of her face, and she was having a really hard time getting like a good picture of her back, her spine, because she had her head buried into my pelvis, and her back was kind of like against my side, so she was kind of like curled like a C, but you know, facing down, so she was, you know, kind of like this around my body. So she was having a really hard time going all the way on the side of my body, and so she had me roll over on my side, and she was able to get her a great picture then, and definitely confirmed it's still a girl. So I was like, I hope it's still a girl, because if I bought all these girl clothes and my mom bought all these girl clothes, I'm gonna be screwed. So she's still a girl. She's still Mackenzie. That was pretty much it with the ultrasound. I mean, it's not really much to talk about. I'll post pictures at the end of this video of some of the pictures they took. She tried to get one of her foot, but her feet were like kind of like, her knees were like up against her, like to her chest, and so they're kind of like, you know, like wrapped around each other, so she couldn't get a good shot of her feet. But she looked great. I got the most perfect profile shot of her little face. I mean, she was just beautiful. I feel like she is just so beautiful already, and I've never met her, and I cannot wait to meet her. I'm so excited. So, the same morning, sorry, I'm switching hands. My arm's getting tired holding it up. The same morning, we were meeting with a doula. It's just something I wanted to have this time, or, you know, consider having this time, because I know how weak-minded I am about pain, and I will complain, and I'm just like, give me whatever I need to take this pain away. I hate being in pain. And so I know with me trying to do a natural labor, it would be no doubt that I would be like, okay, give me the epidural. And I just don't want to do that this time. I just really am really passionate about doing a natural labor. And so I figured it was, you know, just cool to check out a doula and just hear what she had to say, and just tips on just doing a natural labor. And we clicked right away. It was a really good meeting, and we have so much in common. She's got a 1-year-old, and she cloth diapers. She's really into baby wearing, and she asked me what carrier I had, and I was like, oh, I have a Becco Gemini, and she's like, okay. Scared you were gonna say a Bjorn, a baby Bjorn, Bjorn, however you say it. I was like, no. I know those are not good for hip placement for baby. So we just were like talking all about like cloth diapers and baby wearing, and she's very into attachment parenting, so she co-sleeps with her daughter as well. And lately we've had Landon in the bed again. Things just kind of took an ugly turn. Over like a month ago, Landon just started having night terrors, and he's had them before, and it lasted for like a week, but they started lasting longer. And my husband was like, you know what, I just miss him in the bed. I would much rather have him in the bed next to us. He goes, I know if he's having a seizure, or he said, I just like waking up to him and seeing his face right there. And I said, I agree, but I wasn't gonna say it. I thought he was enjoying having the bed back to himself, and you know, we could like snuggle with each other before bed instead of having a baby in between us, or toddler, but between us. So, but we both kind of felt the same way. We were just missing him in the bed, and he wasn't getting. We knew it wasn't the right time for Landon. So, we were just talking about that with the doula, and you know how we still have him in the bed. He's almost 2, and he's still in our bed, and I get a lot of flack for it from my family, but we enjoy it. It doesn't affect our relationship. Half the time we spend like 10 minutes just staring at him and talking about him when we go to bed. It's so dumb, but it's just so sweet when he's sleeping. And I said, you know what? I don't care if he's still in the bed with us when this baby comes, because he'll probably sleep right through the cries. Kid's just knocked out when he's asleep. So, sorry I keep scratching my face. I'm like, so itchy. I'm trying not to scratch it, but it's just freaking weather. It's just making my face so itchy. So we were also talking with the doula about just all the specifics into labor, like what is the benefits of cord clamping. I never researched anything like that. I didn't research, you know, delaying the bath till you get home from the hospital for the baby. What was the importance of that? And she was really helpful with a lot of really good information. And you know, I told her that we are absolutely doing skin to skin immediately after the baby's born, and I just felt like with Landon, he was laid on my chest, they clamped him, my husband cut the cord, and then they took him away. And that was literally like how long I was able to see my baby. I wasn't able to really like hold him, or I felt like the nurses held my baby longer than I did for like the first hour. And then once they weighed him and put his little, like, you know, hospital band thingy on his leg, he immediately went to my husband. And here I am in pain, birthing the placenta, and it was like a good 20 minutes before I got to see my baby again. And I was like, that's not happening this time. I'm going to hold my baby, and I'm going to just soak up that moment of just seeing her. Because I held her in my stomach. I grew her for 9 months. I feel that I deserve that right to just hold my baby and just skin to skin and just smell her and feel her and listen to her. And it was one of the things that really bothered me. I just felt like everybody else bonded with my baby before I did. And it was just, I don't know, it was just really frustrating for me. So we were just talking about things like that. She's going to help me with my birth plan. We'll be doing a couple prenatal visits. So she'll meet with me a couple times, and she's just going to give me some advice on just natural birthing, give me some techniques and things to help my husband, help me, and, you know, obviously helping me with my birth plan, like I said, and just, you know, a bunch of stuff. It's just anything that I need her to do, that's what she's there for. That's the great thing. And she's in training, so I'm getting a very, very discounted rate, which we need because we have a lot of money going out to closing costs couple months before Mackenzie gets here, so it was just really like a crunch for money to not spend the usual amount, like $600 to $1,000. So I was very glad that I was able to find somebody who was in training and would give me a discounted rate. That's it. I mean, I don't really want to keep dragging on. I don't want to keep talking and making this video super long because I'm looking at my phone and it says 13 minutes as it is. But if you have any questions about doulas and finding one, or just looking at the benefits of one, I'll probably do a video later on about our experience with the doula. I'm going to end this video so it's not really, really long. I'll probably do my 19-week video in the middle of the week. I won't be home Monday and Tuesday, so it'll probably be Wednesday by the time I do it. But I'll start weekly belly shots from there. So anyways, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.